Hello boys and girls, Babatunde was just telling me how much fun he had making Play-Doh. You guys will get to learn how to make Play-Doh after today's story. Babatunde, do you know what story we have today? Okay, alright, okay. You have so much to say. Let's just read it, okay? In today's story, 4 friends, a duck, a dog, a cat, and a hen live together in a cottage. But the other animals always made the hen do all the work. Now let's listen to this story and find out how the hen was able to get her friends to finally start helping. Are we ready? Let's begin.
Our book today is The Little Red Hen by Bonnie Dobkin. Once upon a time, there were 4 friends who lived together in a barnyard. A dog, a goose, a cat, and a little red hen. The dog was a playful pup who liked to play all day. After all, he said, who will chase balls and do tricks if I don't? The cat was a handsome animal who liked to groom himself. After all, he said, who will take care of my good looks if I don't? The goose was a talkative bird who liked to gossip. After all, she said, who will share the news of the day if I don't? And the little red hen, she liked to figure out what needed doing and do it. One day, the 4 friends decided to move together into a cottage near the river. They were very happy there. The dog played all day in the big front yard. The goose waddled to the farmyard every morning and always came back with new stories to share. The cat washed himself on a sunny windowsill. And the little red hen, she cleaned the house, worked the garden, cooked the food, and did whatever else needed doing. One afternoon, the little red hen swept out the shed and found a bag of wheat seeds. Excited, she brought the bag back to the cottage. Look what I found, she said. Who will help me plant the seeds so we can have some wheat to make some bread? Not I, said the dog. I have to play with my stick today. Not I, said the cat. I have to groom my fur today. Not I, said the duck. I have to talk to the cow today. She has some news about the goat. All right, said the little red hen. Then I'll plant the seeds myself. And she did. She hoed the ground and planted the seeds and watered them well and pulled the weeds. Soon a patch of wheat was growing tall in the sunlight. The wheat is ready for harvest, said the little red hen. Who will help me harvest it? Not I, said the dog. I have to bury my bone today. Not I, said the cat. I have to clean my whiskers today. Not I, said the goose. I have to visit the pig today. He said there's some scandal with the sheep. All right, said the little red hen. I will harvest the wheat myself. And she did. She cut the wheat, then gathered and tied it up in bundles she stacked outside. Now the wheat is ready to be ground into flour, said the little red hen. Who will help me pull the wagon to the miller? Not I, said the dog. Today's the day I chase rabbits. Not I, said the cat. Today's the day I clean between my toes. Not I, said the goose. Today's the day the goat said he'll tell me a secret about the cow. All right, said the little red hen. Then I'll pull the wagon myself. And she did. She cleaned the wagon and loaded the wheat and went to the miller's down the street. The next morning, the little red hen was ready to bake. Who will help me bake the dough? She asked. Not I, said the dog. I'm busy chasing my tail. Not I, said the duck. The dust makes it hard for me to talk. Not I, said the cat. The flour will muss up my clean fur. All right, sighed the little red hen. Then I'll make the dough myself. And she did. She gathered up eggs, milk, yeast, and flour, and mixed and knead for nearly an hour. Now, said the little red hen, even though she already knew the answer, who will help me bake the bread? Not I, said the dog. It's time for me to take a nap. Not I, said the cat. I really must get my beauty sleep. Not I, said the goose. I really must rest my voice. All right, said the little red hen. Then I'll bake the bread myself. And she did.
She built the fire, a difficult chore, and slid the pan through the oven door. She cleaned the mess that the baking had made, and finally went out to rest in the shade.
As the afternoon wore on, the wonderful aroma of baking bread drifted through the cottage. It tickled the nose of the napping dog, the sleeping cat, and the resting goose. They sniffed, they smiled, they opened their eyes. What is that heavenly smell? Said the goose. Why, it's just my fresh baked bread, said the little red hen. Who will help me eat it? I will, said the dog, jumping up from the rug. I will, said the cat, leaping down from the windowsill. I will, screeched the goose, forgetting to rest her voice. You will, said the little red hen, but you let me do everything else by myself. I hoed the ground and planted the seed. I watered them well and pulled the weeds. I cut the wheat, then gathered and tied it up in bundles I stacked outside. I cleaned the wagon and loaded the wheat and went to the miller's down the street. I gathered up eggs, milk, yeast, and flour, then mixed and knead for nearly an hour. I built the fire, a difficult chore, and slid the pan through the oven door. I cleaned the mess that the baking had made, and then, only then, did I rest in the shade. So, you know what? I think I'm going to eat the bread myself. And she did. And the next time the little red hen needed help around the house, nobody said not I. That's the end of our story today. Now hold on. Let's get to making our Play-Doh.
These are the ingredients we need to make Play-Doh today. We'll need flour, salt, oil, water, and food coloring. The tools we'll be using include a mixing bowl, a measuring spoon, and a board or some surface for kneading.
Alright, I'm excited. We're about to make Play-Doh. I made yellow Play-Doh, blue Play-Doh, and green Play-Doh. Alright, how do we make Play-Doh? It's really very quick. You need 2 containers. 2 containers.
So I have a dry bowl and a wet bowl. Into my dry bowl, I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of flour. You can also use cups, so that will be like 4 cups of flour. Now, whichever one you choose, the salt is always half the flour. So for my 4 tablespoons, I need 2 tablespoons of salt. Now I get to mix it all together, have it combined thoroughly. In my wet bowl, I put 2 tablespoons of water and 1 teaspoon of oil. Then I get to put the food coloring. I put way too much. A drop would have been enough. Next, I combine the dry and the wet ingredients. Mix it all together. If it is too dry, you can add some more water. And if it is too wet, you can add some more flour. Next, I dust some flour on my board to keep it from sticking. And then I knead my Play-Doh. That's the fun part. Getting to knead the Play-Doh. Don't forget, you have to dust flour on your board to keep it from sticking. And now we have Play-Doh. I was going for red, but this is good. Ta-da!